I'm Claude Baissac. I'm the CEO of Eunomix. We are a small advisory firm at the juncture of politics, country risk, economic development and strategy. We work with governments and with mining industry, helping them make mining a benign, constructive force for growth in Africa. And we are mainly economists and political scientists with a passion for solving the problems of development in Africa or contributing to that. So I've been doing this for about 5 years now, and what's very clear is that there's a change in the way the attendants relate to one another. 4 or 5 years ago it was very, very formal. It was very adversarial, governments on the one hand, very nationalistic, very anti-mining, and mining CEOs quite nervous and unclear of where they stood. It was at the end of the peak of the boom, and it was just bad news all around. And you could sense that in the atmosphere. You had a lot of grandstanding, particularly from some very high-level politicians from the Africa Union, not to name them. And it was really, really disconcerting, because it was a time when mining was disinvesting and the cost to all would be clear, but it was finger pointing and responsibility allocation. I think the mining Indaba has done an extremely good job over the past few years at finding a right framework for government and mining industry to start talking to one another. Now, funnily enough, my panel, my topic was engagement, and why is engagement not happening, and what can we do to make engagement more successful, and why. And one of the key issues was, the connection between trust, transparency, and engagement. The sense that if there is no engagement, is maybe because there's no trust, and if there's no trust, it's because there's not enough transparency. And the fact is, we have to go beyond finger pointing, because I think mining is a very difficult, very unique industry with tremendous amount of difficulties related to its nature and to what happens to it when things go wrong, what happens to the stakeholders when things go wrong in mining. So perhaps, it's the beginning of progress in the sense that we have to talk to one another, we have to start developing an understanding of what we want, respectively, out of mining, so we don't kill that, goose with a golden egg. And if anything, I think the industry has survived just 5 or 6 horrific years, and you can feel in the mood that things are improving. The key is not to repeat the mistakes of the past. The key, I think, is for the industry to not make promises it cannot keep, and for governments to not be too greedy about their expectations, and for governments and the industry to work together about what mining can do for countries, and together create a development compact that together they can take to communities, and together they become accountable to